Hello there everybody, hope you're both very well, or all are very well. Just a quick walk around video that will just be effectively doing when you come in to collect the motorhome. But I'll just show you a few of the key features, a few bits and bobs. From your side of things, the main things for me really are where you're going to fill it up with water, where you can drain off that water, and how to get the heated and hot water on, and then using your control panel. They're your main variables. But let's have a quick wander around. We'll start at this point and work round. So inside here, fuel, you do require this door to be open to access. But in there, diesel does say it on there as well, nice and easy if you forget. And then obviously AdBlue's topped up just there. Obviously with the AdBlue system, you will get a reminder on the dashboard as and when that is required. Coming around, when you do need to access the bonnet, ignition key goes into there and you turn left once and this pops it a bit, and then you turn it right to the number 2 position, and then you can lift up that bonnet. But under there you'll have like your washer fluid at the top left typically, engine oil and dipstick just here, and then you'll have a negative and positive terminal for where you can jump start the vehicle battery. Typically the vehicle battery on the Ford chassis is underneath the driver's seat. Coming round, you do have front sensors just there. In here is where your electric hookup goes. So nice and easy, in and out. Just to here, that's where your fresh water's topped up. So nice and simple, hose piping job. That fills your fresh tank. If you leave it running for a while and you forgot, don't worry, there is an overflow feature. But again, you can also check the levels on the inside on the control panel. When it comes to water, you've got you fill up there and you've got 3 drain off points. So mainly when you want to drain off the water is when we're coming towards winter, so it's called winterization. It just avoids any sort of potential frozen pipes which could lead to maybe a bit of damage. So you can drain your fresh water tank, which you fill up there, you drain it there by turning that tap. The grey one down there, that's your wastewater release valve. So that's anything that you've ran through the sink, shower, etc. Twist it and that will drain just down there. Nice and easy. In here, well, before I go in there, your third and final drain off point is for the boiler. So the fresh and waste are outside. The boiler release valve inside, just underneath this bench, which I'll show you when we work our way in. So in here, you've got your gas bottle storage. So when traveling, make sure that's in the closed position. And obviously when you're stationary and want to use it, turn that to the open position. Coming around, in here, you do have access to garage. So in there you've got carpets and awning winder. Just here you've got bike rack for 4 bikes. So again, you just unclip here and here. This drops down flat. Tires go on here, front and back, and then you've got these bars just here which can attach to the bodies of the bikes. The camera for the rear camera system is just underneath the brake light, just there. And then again, back round to this side, we've got the access again into the garage. Round to here, this is your toilet cassette. So to release this, push this up and this whole unit will pull out. Empty it in your designated spot, clean it out, and then you top it up with what's called Blue Solution, which is a generic, there's lots of different ones with different name branded, but it's Blue Solution that goes in there to part water, and then that basically breaks down anything that goes into the toilet. If this is stuck and it won't come out, just make sure that the trap door on the toilet is closed, because if that's open, that will stop this from coming out. Just here, external gas barbecue point, great for when you're doing a bit of al fresco dining, get the barbecue out. And these are just vents for your fridge to keep it breathable, and if any engineers ever need to get to it, they've got easy access. The wind out canopy, it's just a case of you get the T-bracket in and then twist it and it will gradually come out. You can drop your legs to a point where it takes some of the pressure off of the canopy, and then you can wind it out. Now you will have legs that join either end. Now them legs will start to go straight the further you bring it out. You want to always keep a bit of a bend or a kink in them. If you do get it completely straight, it will make it hard work getting it back in. Again, if it's high wind or windy, just always exercise getting it back in. Last thing you want is damage to the awning or it blowing over. but again, spring, summer, autumn, should be fine. Inside, so you've got your electric habitation step, which is operated by that button just there. And then you're coming in. I'm just going to mute the old television.
Experts say celebrities showing their prostate cancer experiences is leading to a rise in requests.
Bear with me. Well, that's not working, so I need to get some batteries in that. But yeah, just to show that you've got gas coming through the system. So you've got gas, hot water. You'll feel the hot water when you come in, but that is hot already. Probably start to see some steam coming off of that now. Yeah, red up. Now, on the subject of heating and hot water, these two guys are your controls. So the one on the right, which has got a thermometer and a water droplet, that's your hot water. The one on the left that depicts wavy lines going upwards, that's basically your heating. And you've got the options of gas or electric. So gas or electric. If you're off grid, you'll use gas for your heating and hot water. If you're plugged in on a campsite or at home, wherever, more than likely want to use the electric. But basically you've got plus and minus for your heater, just there. So all the way up there is about 30 degrees, all the way down to somewhere between 5 and 10. You've got that crescent moon, which is a nighttime mode, which keeps it low noise. And then you've got this one here with the frost symbol. That is basically keeping the system alive and kicking rather than turning it completely off. So if you do come in, say you've been away for the day, you want to turn your heating up high, it's not got a cold start basically. If I want gas, I press gas and it highlights. If I want electric, I press it and you can see that you've got three symbols, 3 dots even, 1, 2 and 3. What they are electric 1000 kilowatts, 2000 and 3000 kilowatts. So basically the more electric you use, the more power it uses, the hotter things get faster basically. But to get gas off, I'll turn gas off by pressing that symbol. If I want electric off, I press that button. To go up through 1, 2 and 3, you just need to push and hold it, and so on and so forth. But you can have both on at the same time, so you've got gas and electric working concurrently, which will get things hotter even faster. Same for your hot water. Now the hot water, basically you've got, same again, you can keep the thermostat on slightly so it's not going to be a cold start if you want to come in and get it hot fast. And then you've also got low power mode, which is just there. And then you can get it all the way up to full, which is like your 70 degrees. Now when you start from cold, you just select it and this item will highlight, and then you'll see that this will gradually go up until it's hot. Now we've obviously got full hot water, so it's full at the minute, so that'll always show full until it cools down to a 0. But yeah, effectively, if you want gas, it's gas. If you want electric, on and off, and then you push it and hold in to go to 1, 2 and 3 electric. So at the minute we're running the hot water on gas and electric 3000 kilowatts, and at the minute we're running the heating just off gas. So I'll turn the gas off, it's quite hot in here, and I'll just stick it on 1000 kilowatts. I'm just going to turn the gas off on the hot water because we don't need that anymore, and I'll just leave it on 1. But yeah, basically heating, hot water, gas, electric or both, nice and easy. You'll get used to that. Control panel, when you're not using the motorhome, turn that off. That'll cut the power to everything. When you want the power on, turn it on. That button just there is a cut off for the lights. So as you can see, the lights go off. They do have their own individual switches dotted about the motorhome, but that's a main light switch off. That's for the awning light, which is outside. This is for your levels. So press that and it'll show you the leisure battery's full. We can see that the fresh and the wastewater tank, fresh has got 25% in and the waste has got 0. And then just here, that's for your water pump. That needs to be on for you to get water out of your taps, which we have seen. And then in this button, you can just go through a number of different options typically, or select when you're going through your different battery settings. But fridge, push and hold to turn on and off. And then you've got the option of the plug, which is electric hookup or your leisure battery. Or if I want to change that, I can choose vehicle battery or gas. Obviously gas is when you're off grid, it will self-ignite. The vehicle battery, which is that middle icon, will basically just maintain the temperature of this fridge. It won't get it cold from zero. So, you know, if you are going on a very long distance journey, you want to keep stuff in the fridge cold, get it cold on gas or electric first, and then you can flick it onto vehicle battery when your ignition's on. But effectively, there is also an automatic function, which will automatically choose the best supply. You can adjust the temperature of the fridge, 5 being the coldest, 1 being the least coldest. And then again, if you want to turn it off and on, you can do that via the power button just there. And the bed is obviously controlled by this. And then you get it back up via that. So again, you've got your key just in there. When you take the key out and turn it in the 12th position effectively, that'll turn it off and cut everything from there. And your final point, which I've not got to just yet, underneath this bench, I did mention about the drain off points. So you have got under here the boiler drain off valve. So apologies, I've just got one hand here, which is located under here. So down there, see that yellow twister, you turn it and that will drain any water that you've got sat in the boiler. So just to recap on that, you drain your fresh and your waste outside, you drain your boiler from there. That's when you're winterising. If you're not using it during colder months, get all the water out and then you'll avoid any potential frost damage. Under this one, that's where your consumer unit is. So again, that's the brains of everything. You've got your trip switches, trips, fuses, all in there, all listed as to what they are. And again, heater, charger, and you can just turn the whole system off via that button just there. But again, that's where the brains of everything is. But yeah, hope this helps. With the TVs, obviously you can see that they're working. Again, I've got the one on in the back bedroom as well, but wherever you go, you will just need to do an automatic tune, just obviously for signal purposes. But yeah, the bed itself, that's fine. When you're on it, it stays fixed. Obviously got your table just there. Oh, toilet flusher is this button. So just show you that. And then that's the trap door there to open and close it. But yeah, hope this video helps. Have plenty of fun in the motorhome. Enjoy it, have some great trips. Anything you need, just give us a call. But thank you very much.